Ravens fan, and you ain't up for Steelers week. Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. It's your couch rider, Raven Jermaine Lockett. What's happening, flock? Hey, I just want to say thanks for coming through. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with your boy. I want to see who's in the room in here in just a second. But before I do, for those of you that are new, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. All right. So I already know before I even have to take a guess, Lisa is in the room and she's got at least 3 comments in the room already. Let's see. Yes, she's got 3. All right, here we go. Lisa says, "Hey, Jermaine and Cameroon, we need to make sure that TJ Watt can't get to LJ and keep their defense away from our offense." Yep, just keep it simple right there. There he is. The show is a wrap. She's already covered everything I need to cover. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you. No, I'm kidding. Next comment. Lisa says, "My 60-year-old niece is a Steelers fan. I'm a Ravens fan, and we live in the same house. Oh, my goodness. I'm surprised y'all ain't fought yet. They ain't pulled each other's hair out. It's going down." She says they are going purple heart. We going 4-1. Okay, I'm with it. At least I'm with it. Love the positivity. Love the optimism. That's why I like you on the show here. Lisa says, "Please tap the like button." Yes, absolutely. Please tap that like button. It helps the algorithm. It is free to hit that like button. Go ahead and do that for me right quick. Gerald is in the building. He says, "What's good, Jermaine?" I said, "What's up, man?" Delicious is here, y'all. Delicious is here. He says, "What's up, Couch Rider and Cam and crew?" Cameron, you know how it is. He's late, but he's taking care of business. So we can't be mad because Cameron's out there doing his classes and make sure he's better in himself. So I'm encouraging you. Hey, you're going to be late to the show. Make sure you're better in yourself. I'm good with that. All right. And there's a lot of love going in the room right here. That's cool. And then, so now that we have handled that, we pay some bills. Let's move on to our motivational moment. Today's motivational moment, it's about hope, y'all. It is about hope. In this world, there's a lot we can hang on to as far as grief, pain, and all these other different things. But let's hang on to hope. Let's talk about it. For our motivational moments, hope is being able to see that there is light despite all the darkness. Look at this picture. It's beautiful. Yes, there's just a ton of dark clouds here. It looks like it's going to be like an overcast. Something bad is about to happen, or maybe it's just going into the evening. But you can see the beauty of the light coming through the clouds, and it just gives you a sense of peace, knowing that there is that light still there, shining through the darkness. Hope is such a wonderful thing because, for one, hope is not a football in Lamar Jackson's hands during a handoff, and we're not going to lose it. So we can hold on to that hope, knowing that good things are going to happen. So anyway, I tossed a little shade there. I'm sorry. But that is your motivational moment. Please hold on to hope. Please reach out to people and give them hope. You can be somebody's hope if you allow yourself to be. That is your motivational moment for today. All right. So y'all seen the title. I just want to get into it. Like we got a problem. We got a real problem. We got a quarterback who's taking 11 sacks on the year, and we got a pass rusher problem coming to face us. That he's got 6 sacks on the season, folks. He's got 2 forced fumbles, and one of those got recovered for a touchdown. That guy's TJ Watt, man. He's going to be a headache. It's going to be a problem. And I'm hoping that Morgan Moses can go this weekend. And if he can, I'm hoping we have Falele or Makari, somebody on the top of their game as we walk up into Heinz Field to face this nasty character, TJ Watt. I got to give him props. Gotta give him props. I love my Ravens, but this dude is going to be disruptive. But so is we thought Myles Garrett was going to be disruptive. Lamar only went down for 3 sacks. It should have been 10. It should have been 10 because Makari did not catch his first step. It just wasn't happening. Luckily, Lamar was smart enough to step up in the pocket, and they were finding ways to either chip this guy or find a way to get the ball off quick. And I loved the offense. I loved how it was displayed out. The ball was peppered around. There was some sharing of the ball going around, sharing of targets. I'm seeing 5 targets here, then 4 targets here, 1 over here. Great passes to the running back. It was beautiful. It wasn't the Zay show. It wasn't 10 targets to Zay Flowers. That's how we win football games. It's by spreading that ball around and working it down the field and evading the pass rush. Yes, Lamar was hurried all day. He was under duress. Makari, he did his best. He did the best he could. The best he could given the circumstances. I mean, like I said, Myles Garrett is one of them daggone freaks in the league that you just don't know what to do with. But obviously Baltimore had a plan enough to pull away with the W. Let's read some comments. Let's see. Lisa says Gerald Wilbert lost on Sunday. We gave him. I told you so. I told you so. Yes, and I told Wilbert that one of his comments would be making the show today. So we're going ahead and we're gonna pull that up. Because Wilbert was he was like feeling a certain type of way on Sunday. He thought for sure he said he could not wait for the chat. Then all of a sudden he got sick and said he couldn't make the chat. I was like, oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share this while y'all go ahead and talk about it for a minute, so I can put it directly on the screen. I was just gonna show the camera shot, but you know what? This is for Wilbur. We got to make sure that we get this right for Wilbur, because we care so deeply about our number one Browns fan in this room here, because or is it Browns Baker fan or Baker Slayfield Browns fan? I'm not really sure. He got some issues. He got some serious issues, and that's okay. We're gonna work with him though. We're gonna work with him. Oh, Brooks here. What's up, girl? How you doing? Okay, we have 2 Lisas in the room. Lisa Quintillion. Hey, what's going on? Hey, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know what's going down. Ain't nothing better than 1 Lisa except for 2 Lisas. Let's go. All right. And just people showing love. Gotta love it. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, but go ahead and upload this photo for just a second. But yeah, like I was saying, when it comes to TJ, they're going to have to do a couple of things, and I'll get into those. First thing is they're going to have to chip, just like they chipped with Garrett. When I'm talking about chip, I'm talking about the tight end either going in motion or the tight end actually sitting in place. But before they go on that route, make sure they get a good shoulder shot on Garrett on TJ, but they got that shot on Garrett as they were going out. So that caused him to slow down just a little bit. He still was able just to have that quick step and get around Makari. But like I said, by that time, the ball was out, so that we were grateful for that. And then when it came to the next thing that we could do to stop TJ is you got to get the ball out quick. You have to have that ball out. I mean, I know that the richest man in football right now, Joe Shiesty, he's getting the ball out with like 2.5, less than 2.5 seconds. So there's that quick release, and he's able to avoid sacks. But Baltimore is definitely learning something from that by getting that ball out quickly. The next thing is they're going to have stunts. We already know that the Steelers are going to come out stunt. They're not going to have a vanilla type defense against us. When there's stunts, you got to use Simpson. So if we're talking about if TJ's coming from the left side, then we need to make sure that Simpson is being used. Passing them to the inside and still making sure that the left tackle is getting to the outside to make sure that they're not being able to get to the outside and basically make that pocket a living heck. So I think Simpson's been doing an excellent job of pass protection, creating that type of pocket there. Him, Linderbaum, Even the backup, Mustafa, they were doing a pretty solid job. With Zyler, there might have been a few things to slip through, but for the most part, that pocket on the inside is there. It's just the outside guys get beat on the arc. That is what the main problem is. But we also missing. We got a lot of injuries. There's a lot of people out. I mean, Stanley was out. Moses was hurt. It's just been issue after issue. But the good news is Cleveland, big butt. He can go ahead and eat some squirrels and go ahead and play on the outside as a tackle. I know that there's not a lot of fans of Cleveland out there, and I'm talking about Ben Cleveland, but he's a Raven, and as long as he's a Raven, I'm gonna be a fan of his and hope that he can come out there and protect Lamar and keep him a little clean. Because 11 sacks right now, we don't need to add to that at all. No, they don't need to add to the fumbles either. I believe who I think it was Justin Fields last year had 16 fumbles on the season, and Lamar has already got 6 fumbles. So we are 1/4 of the way done with the season, and Lamar is well on his way to beating that total. So we need to keep this guy clean. We need to make sure that he has ball security. Make sure he's sleeping with the ball at night. And sorry, I'm still trying to upload that photo. Here we go. Camera uploads. All right, I think this is from Wilbert. Here we go. An error occurred. It says, wait a minute, try again. Whatever. Anyway, Wilbert basically said he wasn't going to be able to make the show. And I told him, I said, don't worry about it. Your comment will make the show. Here it is right here. I'm just go ahead and take all this other stuff off the screen. All right. Well, if y'all can see that, okay. Right there. He said, hey, Coach Couch, I might not be able to make the show. I told him, I said, man, your comment will be here. Your comment will be here. We got 14 comments, man. Y'all been busy. All right, Brooks says, I'm predicting a big game for Queen. It's personal. Lisa Q is good for me. I'm used to that. All right. Well, Lisa Q, we appreciate you coming through. Did I just make a rhyme? Oh, okay. All right. What else? Brooks says, I'm a fan of Cleveland. I just expect more from Big Boy. Yeah, I think we all do. I think when you're that daggone big, the most of the pictures you see, he is just big as all get out for nothing. We want to see big play out of a big guy in big time moments. Lisa Frankel says, sick and tired of the I word. Okay, I'm guessing you're talking about players in general. Gerald says, I believe is going to crush it on Sunday. Okay, I'm guessing Wilbert is here. Wilbert's here, y'all. Hey, we're glad you made it, man. Hey, we're just glad you're okay. We was going to go up to Cleveland and see if you was okay. I know there was a lot of cheesy mac probably going on right now to just make sure you handle those feelings. You got to eat those feelings sometimes when you take them L's to the Baltimore Ravens. That's right. Of course, I'm pretty sure you were relying on Tampa Bay to sweeten those spirits for you. All right. She said, Wilbert is here. Yes, he is. She's like, I thought I missed it. You didn't miss it, bro. I'm glad you're here. So you like big country. I think, like I said, we like the size. I just want to see more of the athleticism. The thing about tackles and guards, you can use your hands, but you got to use your feet too. And when it comes to Cleveland, sometimes he gets lost in space looking for work. He's got to use those feet. He's got to use that vision, use those hands, making sure that he solidifies himself as a solid guard slash tackle, whatever. As soon as I say anything about Cleveland or any players that this guy wants to defend, he decides to show up in the room. Cam Rue is here in the building, y'all. He is here. As soon as this camera gets set up, we'll go ahead and get it popping. All right. Gerald says, Patrick Queen is going to destroy in Pittsburgh. Yeah, let's get into that because Pat is ticked. This is not a normal game for Pat because this is beef. This is beef, and I'll tell you why. And according to Jeff Rebick, when he was reporting, he said that Tomlin looked right at Queen during one of their games and said, you ain't a Raven. To say that to somebody who's playing as passionate as hair on fire as Pat Queen is right now, to say you aren't a Raven, I think that is what lit a fire under Pat Queen. And now this is an official rivalry. He's got a target on his back now as far as the Steelers. It's a special game circled in his mind and on the wall and probably in front of his locker room. He is definitely thinking about this game come Sunday as he goes into Heinz Field. I wouldn't be surprised to see some type of TO type antics if there is an interception by Queen. We might get to see a 15-yard penalty, but I'm not sure. Cameron, you got some technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you want to jump out of the room and jump back in. We'll see you in a second. But yeah, this is serious. I mean, when you sit there and you tell a player that he is not the team he is on, he is not a representation of the team he is on, that is just full on disrespect. You might as well spit in that player's face. And now we got beef. Who got beef? Who got chicken? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out today, or excuse me, Sunday. Looking forward to it. All right, so let's see. We got what says, you're right. As long as Tampa Baker wins, I'm good. See, you and my boy Trey is about the same daggone. He sit here, he go for Houston, and he go for Dallas, and he go for Tampa, so he can just wake up and try to feel good at least one of them games there. It's just it's sad. It's real sad, man. You should stick with your Browns through and through. You should be done with this Baker business. Deshaun or DTR, that's your QB. That's your guy, man. That's your go-to. That's your boo. One of them is your boo. You need to go and stick with him. This whole Baker stuff, you just holding on. You just holding on, hoping that Baker will be something great down in Tampa Bay. But I got news for you. He in the NFC South, and the second he runs to anything else that's worth playing against, he gonna get beasted on, bro. He gonna get beasted on. Old Baker gonna come out, and the same mistakes gonna happen, man. I like Baker. I do. And I think he's doing well. But at the same time, I don't think he's that Super Bowl type of quarterback that everybody's talking about. All right. Anyway, Weber says, no, sir. Browns, Carolina, Rams, and Tampa Bay, all Baker teams. You can't root for all them teams, bro. You need to pick one and rock with it, bro. Show where's your loyalty. You out there for the streets when it comes to the NFL. For the streets. Brooks says, the nerve of him telling him he doesn't belong here. Like, huh? Yeah. Tomlin, you can't really respect much that comes out of his mouth because of the fact that, he did try and trip Jacoby Jones. That shows a lack of integrity there. Cameron, what's up, man? What's up with your picture? I'm gonna see if I can add him to the stage. See what happens.
I'm outside, B.
Oh, you outside? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're smoking a cigarette or something? Hey, you go ahead.
No, bro, I'm walking the dogs, B.
Put that cigarette out. Come on in, bro.
I don't smoke, brother. I don't smoke. Take
I know. I'm messing with you, bro. Ain't no way you look like that and be smoking.
I'm walking the dogs, brother.
All right, bro. All right.
I'm walking the dogs. Got to keep them lined up. I'm listening to you.
Okay. Y'all say what's up to camera, man.
I'm like, yo, I'm outside. He's like, what? What's wrong with your camera? I'm outside. Go ahead, bro.
She said DTR is not it. She said don't claim DTR. She said don't claim him. He is not it. Now the thing is, he did run into a buzzsaw of a defense. Like I said, when it comes to McDonald is somebody who just is able to game plan well. You tell him the circumstances that he is under, he's going to make a game plan based around that. You tell him that he's got two corners that aren't exceptional, and he's going to game plan around it to make the NFL think, hey, these guys are pretty darn good. Yeah, I'm telling you, and you know what? I got to give them props. They did look good, but they are not as great as the NFL is showing them right now. This is part of the game plan to push everything towards the middle of the field. Marlett, I forget, was it Marlett or Marlett? I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Arthur Marlett.
Yeah, Arthur Marlett. Yeah, he came out and he showed up pretty big. He got his hands on that ball to tip it to where Stevens was able to get that pick. Stevens had to be in the right place at the right time. We got to give him props on that. But like I said, everything on that defense is made to where they're pushing the passes and routes towards the middle of the field and trying to make these middle linebackers step up and make these plays. And they are. It looked like the hair with that. I mean, this is a hair on fire type defense this past weekend. You saw train wreck after train wreck of hits and sacks and interceptions and just madness going on. It was like a full on. It reminded me of the 2006 Ravens.
Come on.
That's how good it looked. That's how good it looked. We're gonna get him off screen for a second, right? He getting the dog together. All right, he'll be back in a second. So, all right, somebody hit me in a private chat. Oh, camera. All right. But yes, it was a phenomenal game, and I know we don't do the reviews, whatever, because we just move into the next week because I ain't been doing the Monday show. sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to do the money show, and then I just don't have time to do the money show. Or everybody's doing their Monday Night Football thing. But we'll try to chime in when we can. All right, Cameron is back from walking the dog. He is inside. He's still getting the camera stuff together. We'll give him a chance here. Wilbur said his battery is on 1%. That's the same percentage the Ravens had to beat us. It was a fluke. How is that a fluke? You came out there with a backup running back, a backup quarterback. Come on, bro. You came out there with that trying to come against these dudes, these dogs, these Ravens who ready. Pat Queen already told you he was going to come in there and beat you in front of your kids and your wife. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. He came through and said, how's your wife? How's your kids? And just whooped up on y'all. Y'all know, I know he's like a good dude. I know he meant the plan is just to go with the plan. And that's to come into your house and beat you or whatever. I don't know why he said all the wife and kids, stuff like that. But, I mean, it's a business. And he got the briefcase. He put his feet at the door, hopped into the dog pound, and I mean he went full on Friday mode as far as dog catcher after them daggone Browns, just whooping on everybody. He said, "You whoop a dogs, bud. You whoop them. You take them by the nose. You whoop." And he beat them Browns, and he got somebody so hype. He got this team so hyped. They surrounded themselves around him, and they began to step up the way he did. This is a true motivator. I saw it was a questionnaire on Facebook. Somebody said, would you rather have CJ Mosley, Fred Warner, or Agent Zero? And of course, hands down, for me, it was Agent Zero. I was like, because you know what? Both of those other two, they're athletes. CJ Mosley, he'll smack somebody in the nose against the run. Fred Warner, he can cover wide receivers. We saw that when he covered Marquise Brown. But you're looking at a guy that's going to take your lunch money and eat it right in front of you, and then motivate his entire homeboys or entire crew of bullies to go ahead and do the exact same around him. That's when you get Agent Zero. That's when you get Roquan, folks. He's that dude. He is that dude. All right. Speaking of that dude, that other dude, let's get Cameron in the show.
What's happening? Sorry, brother.
Night?
I'm not home.
You getting cereal?
Nah, I'm not at my friend's house. I'm not even home, man. Got out of class late. It was a tough class today, so I ran home. Huh?
What was the class on?
No, I got martial arts class every Wednesday evening. Okay. That's why I'm always coming from. Like it take a minute for me to get here. You know what I mean? So a lot of blood, sweat, and tears today. A lot of sweat, a lot of movements, a lot of drills. Tired. So I apologize. My camera is all jacked up, so my phone, I need to get a new phone. I done dropped this phone about 1 million times. So I'm just trying to get things together. So about to make me some neat. But go ahead.
Cool. We getting back into it. Mollet said, he said Mollet played very good, very well. That's what Delicious says. Lisa says, message for Pittsburgh. Don't even think about messing with our defense. Okay. I mean, like I said, we had to figure out who we facing this weekend. That's one of the big things. I think one thing they did mention was like 2 hours ago, like QB we facing, it's gonna be Pickett. I thought for sure we were gonna be facing Trubisky, but they saying, look, he may have been limited in practice, but he's gonna be there. Both Pickett and Pickens are going to be playing on Sunday.
Good. I'd rather so.
Yeah, I'd rather beat you at your best than have your handicaps and keep taking these W's to backups or like that. I mean, even though
I just rather so. I just want I want us to to be. I want 8 to meet the real 8.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's what I want.
Yeah, because
there's no excuse.
Yeah, we definitely want to see Lamar beat the Steelers. I mean, was a Big Ben was undefeated against Lamar.
Yeah.
We like to see the franchise quarterback for the Steelers take a couple of L's. It'd be lovely to see. See here, so we got. Now Wilbur said something, and somebody said, "Oh, really, Wilbur." All right. So they had 2 injuries. We had 50. Yeah, they did have basically 2 injuries. We had half a team was gone. But one thing about this Ravens team, I love the resiliency. I love the ability to adapt to their situations. I think when we look at that injury roster, we're like, man, that's pretty tough. And we still sit here, go to our betting lines. We're like, Yeah, we got this. We still got this. Everybody else had us, like America had us down, but it was okay. Y'all can keep us down. Like Brian Billick said, look, man, we can be the underdog. We're gonna be the underdog. And he goes behind the team. He goes behind the scenes and says, F the Titans. He was hilarious. All right. Lisa says, oh, please, will give us a break. Well, he only got 1% on his battery, so he should be he gone. All right. Delicious says, I'm a ride with our guy, Agent Zero, but Fred Warner is great as well. Like I said, there's nothing against Fred Warner as far as the athlete that he is. I'm talking about the ability to motivate the entire team to get them around you to accomplish a goal.
Hey, look, it's time to pass the torch. It's all right. It's all right. One had his time. Every linebacker had his time. Everybody gonna have their time. It's just right now, who playing better than Rowe? I don't even know. I don't. Maybe San Francisco. I guess they got you got a question though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's Rowe.
Who playing better than Roquan and as far as middle?
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, I think he froze a little bit. He'll come back to us. He'll come back to us.
That's a big problem, man.
All right, so that injury excuse don't fly, according to Brooke. Brooke says Pickett is not better than Trubisky, and I stand by that. Dude is not all that. I think Pickett has to put together full games. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I think there are times where you see those flashes, you see those dimes that he can drop, but I think just like Najee Harris, they got to put together a full game if they plan on bringing it to the Ravens. And I don't think they got a full game in them, especially with the way that they played the Cleveland Browns a couple of weeks ago. Whatever, it was just like, wow, where is the offense? And of course, with this type of defense coming at these guys, Clowney is actually playing at a top tier level. He's only got a sack and a half. The amount of pressure that this defense, like I said, it's unselfish gameplay. The way that this defense is playing, there's tons of pressure going on in the backfield. We are seeing quarterbacks go down. So I am loving how this defense is playing. I can't wait to see Pickett try to take us on. I can't wait to see this true test of Stevens versus George Pickens. I think that's going to be one heck of a matchup. And we know George's going to get his, but at the same time, I think Stevens is going to step up and try to pretty much hold the dude under like 50 yards or something like that. I think that's kind of what we're going to see there. When it comes to our offense, I'm looking for what I'm looking forward to is the fact that Nico Collins had 164 yards. Nico Collins had 164 yards this past weekend against the Steelers. I'm thinking we got an opportunity to make something big happen there when it comes to Zay. I'm not saying pepper Zay all day long. I am saying take the shots when they are there. It was good to see, him only get like a couple of targets and Mandrews, take back over as the head of the targets. Yeah, we want to see Zay do his thing. But there was prime opportunities and great shots down the field to Zay when it counted. That's what I kind of want to see a little bit more of, just a balanced offensive attack using all of the weapons that are around. Use everything, man. You don't sit there and just come into like Mortal Kombat with just one low kick. You can't just low kick all day long. You can't just freeze people with Sub-Zero all day long. That's not gonna get it. You got to come around with the roundhouse. You got to do the come here. You got to go ahead and do the blah, 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 the kick with Luke Kane. You got to come with everything, the whole package. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember that the Luke Kane kick?
Not that noise that you made. I don't remember that. No.
He didn't do that.
No,
that was the bicycle kick, bro. That was the bicycle kick.
No.
Let's hear your bicycle kick. You got a better bicycle kick?
I don't remember.
He ain't got it. He ain't got it. Oh, good.
Listen, if we remember, Nico is outside. They're not good. They're not doing good on the outside. So if we can get Odell back and get Bate back on there. If we can give Lamar some time. Yeah, we should be able to eat him up outside.
Yeah, we definitely need to get that time.
Because they don't have any. Their corners are suspect.
Yeah,
I mean Patrick is. I love Patrick, but he obviously his legs ain't. He passed his prime as far as his legs are going. He there, but he ain't there like he used to be. So I don't need this to be a get right game for Pittsburgh. I need this to be a revenge game for us because we did lose. You know what I mean?
Gerald, you ain't never watched you ain't never seen Mortal Kombat 1 or the video game. It sounds just like a turkey. Whenever
talking to me?
no, I'm talking about Gerald. Gerald was saying.
Oh,
Gerald says I sound like a turkey. I'm like, look,
yeah, I ain't never heard that sound before. I don't
look,
remember that
go
on
look,
Mortal
go
Kombat.
look at the Liu Kang kick, the bicycle kick or whatever. When he does
It
that,
sound like I don't remember it sound like that. That's the
it's
thing.
the
I'm
turkey
like, what?
sound, man. Let me see here, man. I got to Google this joint now.
Yeah, you need to pull that noise up because I don't know that one.
I'll tell you, man. What's the Liu Kang bicycle kick sound?
The rest of that is I can make me some pancakes and eggs, though.
Your pancakes? It's like 10 o'clock at night, bro.
That's all right. I can afford it. I can afford it. These abs need to work.
Let's see here, man. All right, they got all the bicycle kicks. Y'all ready?
Oh God. Go ahead.
All right. Oh, dang, I got my headset on. Hold on. Here we go. All right, y'all ready? Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah. I ain't hear nothing.
See?
I didn't hear.
Oh crap! You didn't hear that?
Nah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? One more again. Oh gosh. It's like y'all don't. Y'all can't have to hear that. I swear my gain is up. I swear.
You acting up, bro. We
Bro,
can't
I'm
hear that.
telling you, it just did it.
We can't hear that mess. We can't hear that.
All right, one last go, man.
We can't. We
I
can't
don't
hear
know
that.
why it's not coming off this joint. Like I don't know why you can't hear it. Let's see. I don't-
I
Oh,
heard something, but I don't know what you was talking about.
all right.
I didn't hear what you was talking
Let's see. Okay, Delicious said he kind of heard it. Daryl said he can't hear it, and he said there was a squeak. We got like y'all just look up later on. Look up the Liu Kang kick. Look up the Liu Kang kick, and you're gonna hear the turkey sound. I'm telling you, just like a turkey. All right, so we missing all the good points y'all were making here a minute ago. So, all right, Gerald says no excuse to Steelers. Not buy that. Delicious says they got to pay for that game they took from us at the bank last year.
about. Yep.
You
That's
know,
that's where I'm at with it, Delicious.
hmm
Exactly where I'm at with it. They got paid.
yeah.
It's a revenge game.
hmm
I don't care what their record is. They 2-2. They still got a good record. You can't sleep. You can't go in there sleeping. That don't matter.
Deet says Steelers fans still have to watch their version of Giro play calls. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. I think what else was I was getting into? Steelers versus Mandrews. So now here's something interesting. These Steelers have been doing good against tight ends. In fact, they've been a full-on problem against tight end. They haven't allowed a tight end to get above 50 yards this year. They actually got above 48 yards, probably 46 yards this year. So like let's see here. Week 1, I was looking it up. Like the tight end had 3 catches for 19 yards.
Mm.
Week 2, 4 for 48. Week 3, 0. They shut out the tight end in week 3. And then last week, I think Houston just had a field day because they went. The tight end actually did pretty well. It was 3 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown.
The touchdown was on the trick play, so
Yeah.
I don't want to really count that one. You don't want to count that one. That they had to do some trickeration to get that one for them.
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you do to get players involved. But yeah, I think that just the way this defense has been clamping down at that position. Yes, Baltimore is going to have to rely on something besides Mandrews. Definitely go to the outside. Go to of course, this is where Bateman. This could be a Bateman heyday type of game. He was a full.
That's my bold prediction is.
Yeah, he was a full participant in practice this today. I mean, we getting Keith Mitchell back, so I'd like to see him on the ground because the ground game. Oh yeah, they gave up some cookies on the ground, folks. They're giving up 4.9 yards per carry on the ground. So money can be had. Money can be had. All right. Lisa says this is total payback. Yes, I think there's a lot of people that thinks this is a revenge game for Arthur Mullet. Yes. So yeah, I think there may be some animosity there. I mean, they may not say it on the camera, just like Clowney didn't say it on the camera, but you could tell by the way he was playing that there was a joy in watching these guys, our guys, blast through that Cleveland Brown offense. So I think it's going to be the same thing going on here with this type of rivalry. It's always a good one. It is every single time we watch these games that we are never disappointed. So I'm looking forward to that type of rivalry. Maybe it's not going to be a bunch of smash mouth. Who knows? It might be. I'm hoping for an air assault, and I'm hoping for our ground guys to get it in as well. I'm looking for a lot of play action. I want Lamar to hold on to the ball because 6 fumbles is getting ridiculous, man. He is starting to drop the church's money every single game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Brooks said, Keaton is coming back, and when we see this guy shoot out of a cannon, like I said, they give enough 4.9 yards per carry, and he gets activated because I don't think they're going to activate Melvin Gordon again because they've activated him the max amount of times before they have to offer him a contract. Unless we suffer another severe injury, knock on wood.
I think Justice Hill might be still a little hurt. I think he hurt his he was limited today because of his hamstring. So I think that's why they holding him back.
So we can activate Keaton Mitchell, so that leaves Gus and Keaton there. I don't know if so I think we do have one extra activation on
got two on Drake. You got 2 left on Drake.
Yeah, 2 left on Drake, and so we're out of activations on Gordon. So I think they're going to start activating a little bit more. You're going to probably see Drake, you're going to see Keaton, and you're going to see Gordon out there. Let's see. Lisa says, get rid of the ball quicker, LJ. Yes. So when it comes to LJ, yeah, he's got to. Well, I think that's not most of the problem right now. The problem is in the exchange. But we got the exchange and getting rid of. Okay, I say but both getting rid of the ball and the exchange. Well, you got to put that ball into the running back belly. The way he flipped it out there this past Sunday, you could see it was not dealt with the level of care that would normally be dealt with during that exchange. You got to slam that ball into the belly, into the numbers.
Yep.
That running back. All right. Gerald says Mike Tomlin is going to pay for what he said to Patrick Queen. Oh yeah, I think that is definitely going to be a statement game for Pat Queen. And let's just face it. I mean, there's been times when I have given Pat Queen a lot of smoke. I have been giving him a lot of smoke in the past because of the old open field tackles thing. But he has been playing lights out. I think we have a really good problem this year. I think that EDC is going to have to extend a contract to. He's going to give him something. He's going to have to give him some money to keep this deal together because right now I think we got the best linebacker duo in football as far as middle linebackers.
Got to. Gotta pay that man.
Heck yeah, you got to pay him. Got to pay him. Got to keep him here.
I think he get it by the bye. I think he get his bread by the bye.
Yeah, they gotta work a couple numbers, fix some things around. I think we got to fix that around.
I can see that happening automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should be able to do that by then. Plus the cap space goes up next year anyway. So I think he'd be able to get his money by the time we go on the bye. I think he'll get paid. I can see that happening.
Yeah,
we see that happening.
All right, here we go. We got Zay. Zay versus this secondary. What are your thoughts on Zay versus this secondary?
I think they're gonna be keen on him, but I don't think it's gonna be the Zay's. I don't think it's gonna be. I'll wait till you go to get the bold prediction. I think he's gonna do well, but I don't think it's gonna be him. I think it's going. Let me just give you my bold prediction now. I think it's gonna be the Bateman Odell Beckham show. That's what I think it's gonna be. To be honest with you, for this particular game, because on the outside they have no body that can cover either one of them. That's why I said if we can get enough, if they can give him some time, if they can give Lamar some time, he gonna eat him alive. This is the game Lamar been waiting to go off against Mike Tomlin. I've been waiting for Lamar to go off against Mike Tomlin. This is not the same offense that Mike Tomlin is used to. You know, he always had a plan because he had a plan for Michael Vick. And I gotta give him respect on that. But this is different. Lamar is not Michael Vick. Lamar is way better than Mike.
Oh
So
yeah. He's smarter. He's a better decision maker, and you could see just the passes to the running
yeah,
backs. He was dropping the dimes into a bucket. I mean, even the pass to Nelson Aguilar, that should have been a touchdown if he had put that other foot down. These were dimes.
yeah,
These were exceptional throws. This is not a Michael Vick type of I'm just gonna put it on the rope and not read a playbook type throw. Lamar
yeah,
reads and Lamar looks at this offense and sees what's available and is
yeah.
taking advantage of that. For me, as far as my bold prediction, since we're here, I think this is the day that the Ravens get a 100-yard rusher,
See that?
not named Lamar Jackson. Not named Lamar Jackson. And I
Wouldn't
say
be
that
surprised if
because,
it's Keaton.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, you going with Keaton. I'm thinking, Gus, every single
That's
time we look at this guy, man, he is one shoelace snag of a tackle from breaking it all the way to the house.
to my Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think this is the day. This is the day. There's, with Gus, he's been averaging 6.2 yards a carry. At least he did against Cincinnati. And let me see if in week 3, I mean, what do you have in week 3? Gus had 4.6 yards.
he's averaging for over the season. He's averaging 4.5.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think it's 4.5 or 4.3 right now, but which is still good. I mean,
yeah, we got him at 4.4.
4.4.
Yeah, 4.4 click. This dude's got 193 yards right now. And he's got
Good job.
one tutty. It's trying to get a little bit more cake today or
Yeah,
on Sunday. And I think this is going to be the day he busts for 100 yards. He's going if they allow 4.9 yards a click to halfway decent defense offenses, they about to give it up to Gus. They about to give it up to Gus big time. I don't know if that average for them was messed up by that Jerome Ford. I mean, he had that big old run, so I don't know if that messed their average up, and maybe we are we got our high hopes up or whatever. But I do think that the Ravens will clown on the ground.
well, they said last week, Damian Pierce averaged like 4.9 against him. And
Yeah.
that's a makeshift line.
Mhm.
So
I mean, Pierce a dog too. I mean, I got to
yeah,
give him props, man. He came out of nowhere, and that offense, as far as running wise, they ain't been anything since Arian Foster, and then all of a sudden Mitchell comes along, and he's pretty solid.
but he hadn't really done anything. Pierce hasn't got off this whole season until this game. You know what I mean? He definitely didn't get off on us.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So what we're saying is, basically, folks, there's real estate to be had
yeah,
in Pittsburgh this weekend.
yeah.
Go ahead and get your Zillow app up. Y'all can see it all over the field. All right. So let's see. Gerald says Mike Tomlin is going to pay. I think we mentioned that already. Chris says, "Hey, what's up, Chris?" He said the cap is going to be $325 million by 2027. Man, wow, that's a lot of cash. All right. Chris cap going up. He said 300 million by 2026. Hey, but you know what? When you look at this number, think about your YouTube subscription to the NFL.
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna take the hit, folks. We looking at this cap number. Y'all probably gonna be paying 500 per year for this subscription.
Okay.
I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. All right. Lisa says Zay gets his first touchdown. Mark my words. Okay. That's a pretty good prediction. What other bold predictions do we have? Y'all gonna put them in the comments. Brooks says Tomlin was praising the mess out of Zay. Yes, Tomlin did have a few nice things to say about Zay. He's been watching him since his time at Boston College, and it was all genuine love from Tomlin. Of course, he was showing a little bit too much. I'm like, bro, like what they do. They show all this love, and then they game plan the heck out of them because that is that's such a significant factor for that team. So. That look for them to try and find a way to cancel Zay out.
Yep.
All right, Delicious says I can see either Gus or Keaton breaking off some runs in the Steelers. Their run defense has been extremely suspect. I agree. I think that they are going to have one heck of a day. Honestly, it would be a surprise. Actually, it probably wouldn't be Drake. I mean, Drake, he could just come off the practice squad hungry, and if there's the opportunity, if it presents itself, boom, he might have a few.
Yeah.
LJ would get 350 yards. Lisa, come on.
Lisa always got the
I
truth
should have
predictions
known. I
right.
didn't even read the name on it. I was like, wait a minute. That's a Lisa. Yep.
Yeah.
350, Lisa.
Lisa don't be playing with the predictions, boy. She be going heavy.
Goodness, she take one look at the Colts game and said, "This is the average." The Colts game from last year. She's like, "This is the average." All right, Big Reg is in the bill, man. What's good, Big Reg? How's life? All right, Brooks says, I'm paying for NFL ticket next year. Dofu Sports makes me mad every Sunday." Well, I mean, you gonna pay that? You know, Brooke, you
I
gonna
got
pay?
the YouTube TV. I got the NFL ticket myself.
Yeah, I think
Got
we
it
give
with
it.
as a discount, so that was the
Mhm.
best move I could have made. It's
Yeah,
cheaper than going to the sports bar to try to watch the game. Tell you that much.
yeah. I mean, because people go through and they drink the beers, whatever. By the time they done with the beers, they probably pay for the entire subscription for the season.
Exactly.
Uh, Good thing I don't drink. I just buy a couple of sodas. But I just stay at home, man. I be chilling at home. I got this high powered antenna that I rock with, and it picks it up. So we're good.
Okay, you got the good stuff. See, that's what happens when you're in the Air Force.
Well, I mean, I just saw it online, and it's called the Stream Master VIP. I pay like $60, $60 every 6 months. So
Oh, that's nice.
$120 a year, and I get live TV, pay per view events, all that good stuff. So
That's nice.
yeah, so it's just basically it's a high powered antenna. It's basically all it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. People showing love in the room to each other right now. Just saying hi, at
Make sure
least
y'all get them likes, yo. Get them likes up.
to get the life, huh?
Make sure they get them likes up. Get
Oh,
some
yeah,
likes up, yo.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, like we got 8 people in the room. Let me go ahead and get 8 likes if you don't mind. Yes,
Please.
yes. All right, so I think we went into just about I think everything we was covering today. I talked about the motivational moment. Keep hope alive. Hold on to hope, just like unlike Lamar with the football, and then make sure how we stop T.J. Watt. Like I said, you got to be able to pass the coverage off. If they're doing different types of stunts, and make sure you're protecting the outside as far as the tackles, because the pocket it seems like it's being established from the inside out. Meaning the inside is a little bit stronger. They're giving Lamar a chance to step up, which he has been doing against Garrett. So that was pretty solid. We talked about the Lamar fumbling issue. This dude has had 6 fumbles on the season. He's been sacked 11 times, and of course TJ has had 2 fumbles. Excuse me, he's had 2 forced fumbles, and one of them he has taken it back to the house. Dude's got 6 sacks, could be a problem. We talked about the beef between Queen and Tomlin, and I think this is going to be a statement game for Queen, to where he's just like, "Hey, look, you know what? I'm a Raven. I've been a Raven." And I think their statement is that they're not a Raven until they beat the Steelers or something like that, right?
Yep.
So here comes that time. This is opportunity for Zay to become a Raven. This is opportunity. I think Queen's already been a Raven because I think
Yeah, he won last year. He won last year.
yeah. So he's gotten them at least once. A few others. I think Rose Rose part of that because they both got picks that game, right?
Rose was the one that put out Pickens. He
Yeah.
put Pickens out the game.
Ooh. And then of course, like I said,
Pickens, not Pickens. Excuse me.
Yeah, Steelers versus Mandrews. They might end up canceling out Mandrews as an option, but we'll see how that goes. As you saw in the Cleveland game, when you think he's covered, he's not covered. He is the one that should be in the interview saying, "I'm always open. I'm always blanking open," not Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Then there's the secondary versus A issue we talked about. He gonna cause some problems. He gonna cause some problems inside, outside. That boy is just twitchy as all get out. Like I said, don't want to see him have 10 targets. I just want to see him get his, and on those opportune moments and make some big plays, but also spreading the ball around. Hopefully Bateman gets into this game and has the day. Gus to have a day. Like I said, we'd like to see him have a 100-yard day. Him or Keaton be sweet. And then QB that we're facing, like I said, just so y'all know, we are facing the Steelers starter this weekend. The days of facing the backups, as far as streaking goes, no, we're done facing backups. We are back to facing starters. It's time to take advantage of starters instead of beating everybody else's kids. All right. And then we talked about the bold predictions. I think Cam said Bateman has a big day as far as one of his predictions.
Bateman and OBJ, both of them.
Bateman and OBJ. So we
At
need to
least
see
one.
OBJ
At
get to.
least one tubby apiece. At least one tubby apiece.
I need
I
to
think it ain't
see.
gonna go off because I don't think anybody on the outside can cover either one of them.
Yeah, I think
So,
the Marlowe's gonna come up for this game. I just have a feeling we're gonna
yeah.
see. We're gonna see this guy. He's gonna be done dancing in the locker room. He is gonna be back on the field. I think that is my bold prediction. Marlowe comes back, and if he's next to, I want to see who actually takes the seat. Is it going to be Stevens or is it going to be Darby that takes that
Yeah, I
seat?
think it's Stevens, bro. I think he proved himself. I think they're gonna have a nice rotation, but I think he proved us. He proved me wrong. I mean, I remember when um you and I and Graven we spoke about it, and I was happy they was gonna move him back out the corner because
Mhm.
that was last year.
Yeah,
But he just looked to me. He just looked like because the way he looked better inside. Coming into this year, so I can understand why they moved him back to safety.
yeah.
But he started working on it. I guess he went. He said he went in the lab. I saw the interview. He said he worked on his technique. He worked on everything, and he said, just in case, even though he was going to play safety, he just worked on everything as far as his technique to be a corner. Because the guy who was teaching him, along with Chris Horton, was like helping him, saying like it's going to help you when you do play safety. So just work on being the corner, work on your technique, and it help you. So
It's nice watching him on
I'm
the
happy it
outside
worked
because
out for him.
he's got that size. He's got that size, that prototypical size for that corner. So it's good to see him on the outside. Let's see. Brooke says she wants to.
He hit like a linebacker.
I'll get that to
Same
you,
thing
man.
like Marlowe. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Too hard hitting safety. I mean corners. That's always a good thing.
Brooke says, excuse me, Lisa says she's keeping it real. What she says goes as far as her stat prediction. Oh boy. Brooke
And
says,
Sonny might get busy a little bit this time too. He might actually get some sacks opposed to just the pressures.
mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, I think Clowney could get. I say he could get about 2 sacks this Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I said, the pressure he's bringing, he's just one step off from being able to take them sacks, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad that Ajabo. I mean, I think he might possibly be out for the year.
Yeah.
Uh, it's frustrating because we saw a lot within this guy. I saw on the field the second he got hurt, and that coach just kind of walked over from him, like he just walked off. Went to go grab the ball, didn't care about the dude. I'm like, what the heck? I was hoping he would come back big from that because that hurt his draft stock. So I'm thinking we got like a first round pick. He's gonna be solid, but it's kind of heartbreaking. You wanted to see him and Ojabo, him and Owe this season go all the way off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a freak accident. Somebody rolled up on him. So, hey, man, I didn't give up on him. It's been that way.
Yeah.
Been stupid. So can't do for so much. You know what I mean?
Now, Lisa's saying keep Najee Harris quiet. Absolutely. We start to see him choke slam a lot of people nowadays. So I think Warren is tapping into his carries, and I think that's the problem with him being consistent. Huh?
No, I'm talking about dog.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, when it comes to Harris, Warren is taking a lot of those snaps from him, and it's causing a problem with him being consistent. I'm hoping they keep that same strategy going because as long as Najee is not getting rolling, we're not gonna get stiffed on too much, and it's not gonna keep him moving those chains to the Steelers. Chris White says Stevens always had the speed. He was just never in the right spot. Awareness is something that it doesn't. It takes a second for it to click. You have to get your mind up to the game, the speed of the game, and sometimes, like I said, you might just barely be off. It's just like it was with homeboy that we didn't sign back that played for the Raiders last year. What was his name?
Anthony Avery.
Yeah, AA. AA was just one. He was just one hair off, 1 degree off of where he needed to be for a couple of years. It was a few years. Everybody was like, "Get rid of him. He's trash." This, that, and the other. I think the Ravens started to see like, hey, in practice, this guy is doing it big, and it started to translate to the game. Just like Seymour. Keep on Seymour. Seymour's practice was translating to preseason games, and I think with these injuries, we're going to start to see a little bit more Seymour come out there and be in the slot and be able to handle business because of the fact that he's faced off and he's been beaten by some of the better wide receivers out there. He's been taking on Bateman in practice, no problem. But it's like, okay, when's it going to translate? I think it's going to translate this year. All right. So we are sitting at, what's up?
No, I ain't doing nothing.
Okay. All right. So here we are. We are sitting at about 55 minutes. We're going to do some last thoughts. And I'm going to throw that clock up there before Brooke throws it up there.
Yeah, throw that clock up there so I can eat this food.
So as far as my final thoughts on this particular game, I got coworkers at work who want to talk that trash. So they looking forward to this rivalry that continues to go on. I got one that I work with and one that I used to work with, used to be my troop. And so Norman, Chris, if you're watching this, hey, y'all going down, man. It's plain and simple. All right, Brooke hit the clock. She said she beat me to it. Oh my goodness, that's funny. All right, so like I said, when it comes to the injuries, we're getting a couple of guys back. I want to see Keaton, completely show. I want to see a healthy Stanley out there. Hopefully Moses is ready to rock. Odell, I don't know if he's going to be ready to go this game. Like his injury was a little bit more serious than Bateman's injury, but I ain't gonna get into that. I just think he's fully practicing. Can't wait to see him out there. Anything else, man?
None. I'm just trying to eat these pancakes, player.
You eat them pancakes, player.
I'm hungry, bro.
Like I said, we appreciate the support. We continue to we fall off the couch for y'all because of the fact y'all just continually there for us. We thank you so much. Can't wait to actually sit down and stream live because I definitely want to be hitting this button the entire
touchdown Ravens. Let's go.
Yeah. But yes, that is the end of the show tonight. I'll read this last comment before we ride out. Brooke is just saying she's just saying good night. That's cool. But yes, make sure y'all tune in to the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours. This is your couch writer Raven. This is your main man Cam Root over here. We saying 2 claps. Fade to black.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.